very good evening to all the respected dignitaries and all the inquisitive attendees. I, Prithvi Rani,
And I, Kanishk Sharma, welcome you all to 𝐸CEL IIC DAVV's insightful event, Prarambh, a stepping stone to your startup journey.
Kanishk, the only thing worse than starting up something and failing is not starting anything.
Rightly said, Drishti, abiding by its motto, think, feel and collaborate. 𝐸CEL and IIC DAVV strives to provide an optimal environment to help our college entrepreneurs hatch their ideas into successful and profit-making businesses.
Institution's Innovation Council is a joint initiative of MOE's Innovation Cell and AICTE to promote entrepreneurship and innovation across the nation.
We provide assistance and guidance in all forms. And just to let you know, we are the NEC title holders.
Enough of boasting about our achievements. So now let's get up to the good part.
A startup is a high risk, but a high reward game. It is correct that you face numerous challenges and obstacles, but the ones who are able to overcome them end up becoming the unicorns you get to read about in the newspapers, and they get their deserved places in the Forbes list.
Yup, Kanish, correct. Startups have an obligation to operate in compliance with laws and follow ethical behavior. Non-compliance with the laws or ethical misconduct of any kind end up hampering the growth of the startup and resulting in monetary damage to the limited capital of the disposal.
Drishti, let's stop here and spare our audience from the philosophical lecture. You all get the point, right? It's really important for a startup to adhere with the laws and avoid ethical misconduct of any kind.
Kanishk, we know the audience has got a lot of questions to ask, so hang in there with us. We will surely get all your doubts solved and at the end of the session.
Now, talking about our esteemed guest for the evening, we have with us Mr. Narendra Sen to shed more light on the topic of starting up in legal and ethical ways. Sir is the founder and CEO of RAGBank, India's most trusted data center facility, working to help other businesses run their operations smoothly.
Sir's story is a perfect example of rags to riches. He went from working at a photocopy shop to setting an enormous data center at Indore. RAGBank boasts of being one of the fastest growing web and internet server hosting infrastructures in India.
On the behalf of 𝐸CEL and IIC DAVV, we cordially welcome you, sir. Now the stage is all yours.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here. I will start my the journey that how I started so everybody will learn that what are the incident happened and how we have taken the shift to this organization. So I'll start with my early days when I started this business. So I'll talk about RAGBank story. So you'll get to know that what are the challenges we face, what are the things we have gone through and how we overcome, and many failures we have seen, and you'll get a lot of learning out of it. So I'll start straightforward. Hope everybody has joined, and please mute all. You have to mute your, this Google Hangout, Google Meet, so it will not have a disturbance. Thank you so much. So, just a minute. So I'll talk around 15 to 20 minutes and take 5 minutes for questions. Okay. So when I started data center business, I was not sure that what I'm doing, because my journey started with like photocopy to cyber cafe and learn computer. First time I saw computer in cyber cafe in 1999, and I got fascinated with the internet that time, and spending a lot of hours on internet, and learn that how the website designing happened and all other things, coding, programming in those days. So I built first website Then I got 1,800 rupees from CyberCafe only, and that money I reinvested to buy hosting and domain, which is not big thing now, but that time having a website itself is a big thing. After that 1,800 investment on the hosting, I'm able to resell that hosting to other businesses in Indore. Door to door, I went there and sell that if you don't have website, I can build website for you. And sitting at Cyber Cafe, I started building websites and generating revenue in my school time. And soon I got more than 4,000 customers at like more than 1.5 years. I left my school in 12th and pursuing my business full time because I got a lot of money which I was not able to spend that time. But it's good if you earn money in your school time and focus more on business side. So that's the thing. And so first website I sold to the professor, and because I know him through the my he's in my relationship, so somebody knows from my family side, so I got connected and I built website. So whenever you start business, just look around you, that who can be your customer, say your friend, family. Start with that. I prefer to friend because those are the people who trust you, and not they can shout on you, they can talk bad about you, but not in the public, in front of you. So if your service is not good, they can give you fair critique or fair clarity that the product has missing something. So that's why the first thing, whenever you start any product, go and sell it to your friend. If you can't sell it to your friend, nobody will buy. Don't expect any customer to buy your product. Sometimes friends might not give you a right what do you call it, right suggestion. So you can ask family, you can ask other friends, school friend, college friends. You got a multiple friend circle, so you have to talk to all the circles and your dear friends. So that's a first starting point of any product. Then move toward the next step, which is like, okay, growth. Now you got your friends as a customers. Now you have to go and get into the market. So first, when I started, I joined all social medias like LinkedIn and all those Twitter and all the platform, and I read about all the stories, case studies, that how I can scale my business. So a lot of growth hacks was mentioned in the books. So I got all the understanding. I tried those tricks like LinkedIn, connect with your only customers, target customers. So I got like 20,000 target customers in my LinkedIn, and I'm still pursuing it. It's still more than it's more than 20 years, but still pursuing these kind of platform to approach customers, because you should be closer to customers and learn that your service or your product is still fit or not. Because when you started, the problem is different, and within 10 years, 5 years, market change, scenario change, problem could be a different, and if you are stuck with the still solving the same problem, then you are out of the market. So try to close to your customers, keep talk to them, understand, keep taking reviews of your product, and then you can grow your product. So that's the first thing. Ethical, yes, you should be always think ethical. Sometime disruption happen, that there is no policy for such thing, which problem you are trying to solve, then you can take the advantage. But you should always keep in mind worst case scenario, that you should not go against law. That should be key thing. In data center, I can give many stories that people misuse the infrastructure and do a lot of things. So we make sure that they don't use the infrastructure for anything. In our website, we never mention that you can use data center for this or that. We clearly mention India first. If you do something wrong, we'll hand over this to department or any authority. So that gives the impression that I cannot do wrong thing with their data center or servers. So that kind of ethics you have to follow from day one, because this is a new industry. Even police department, they don't understand it. So sometime if they don't understand, then you have to educate them that this is right, this is wrong, you know. So most ethical things, which is like starting from hiring a first employee, give them all the transparency that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm going to do this, I might fail, I might succeed, your package will be this, written everything, you know, everything. So you are creating a system, you are creating a machine. In our data center industry is a service industry, but we created a machine which can automatically run, you know. So we spend a lot of time on creating a processes that machine should not fail, or not, you know, it should not be people driven, it should automatically, you know, drive itself. That if somebody is missing in the system, HR will hire immediately because they know that they need to hire. If we are hiring a people, then we should know that what kind of talent we required. Can we nurture the talent, can we train them? So those processes, like whenever you see the store, any corporate store in your city, then you will see that everything in that store will get a technology. They first deployed the technology. I'm impressed with this Tanishq showroom. Like in Indore, traditional jewelry showroom, you see the one man show. Their families are running those businesses, and they never got holidays. They never go out of that business because they got stuck into it. They have never deployed the technology. And if we talk about the Tanishq or Tata, they never visited their showroom, you know. So, and they are putting millions of rupees of worth of gold in those stores, and they are giving a trust on their employees. But they have created a strong system that nothing will get missed in their entire ecosystem. So that kind of, you know, processes and systems, you should, before starting a business, you should think on those direction. Do the brainstorming, and always think that what are the problem you are solving in any category or any industry. Get the right mentor. I belongs to data center. If somebody is starting a similar business, or somebody is starting a storage as a service, or a replica of iCloud, or any product related to data center, I would be a right person to guide them, that because I have done similar lot of mistakes, so I can guide him. But if somebody is starting a e-commerce business or anything else, I might not be a right person. I'm not the right person for them. So you have to figure it out, the right mentor who has already done. Now you'll reach out to Binny Bansal, Flipkart will help me. So it will not happen. You have to, you know, find the people, because Flipkart is very busy, and they might not come and guide you, but people around your city can guide you. Just figure it out, people who are running e-commerce, and take their mentorship. What happened in mentorship, that what are the challenges they have seen, and they have faced, they will guide you on that direction. So that's another, you know, good thing. You can speed up your business, you can scale it to at least 2x. Nothing say एक step आगे रहेगा. So that's why we always encourage startups to, you know, find the mentor. You can start your business with your college itself. Say a lot of people are doing AI, machine learning. Solve the basic problem which you face in your day-to-day life. Say home automation कर दिया, कॉलेज में ही लगा दिया कैमरा, और विजन टेक्नोलॉजी से पता कर लिया कि यार ओके, इतने बच्चों ने ड्रेस पहनी है, नहीं पहनी है, इतने बच्चों ने अटेंडेंस लगाई है, नहीं लगाई है. सो ये बेसिक चैलेंज अगर कॉलेज को भी सॉल्व हो जाएगा, कॉलेज लेवल पे भी, तो आप लोग you get a business. You show that prototype to relevant business industry, and people will give you a business, because abhi everybody wants to go online. Everybody wants to digitalize their business, because pandemic mein a lot of business suffer, and they face that without technology, their business cannot have a growth. So first your focus should be, you know, solve a problem which you can see nearby. What example I have given to you as a college, that attendance can be one thing you can deploy and create a similar lot of challenge you see in the city now. our state and city, and everybody is encouraging to set up a startup. So you can solve problem your friend's family, factory, where you can deploy automation or do something different which can help to help to bring the speed to their manufacturing, और कैसे भी उसको help कर पाए आपका idea. So you reach out to those guys, do the experiment, and you'll get a lot of learning. So second मेरा thought है failure पे कि people are always afraid when they start. So don't worry about failure. Two things always happen, which is like either you fail, but you learn, you will gain. Because fail is learning process. It's not a सांप सीढ़ी का गेम कि आप जाओगे आप फिर जीरो पे आ जाओगे, नहीं आओगे जीरो पे. आपको जब भी फेल हो गए आप नीचे नहीं आ रहे हो, आप ऊपर ही जा रहे हो, because you got something, learn about out of that problem that you will be able, and you have got a different way to solve that problem. So whenever you don't think about failure, when we start or not start के बीच में हमेशा यही चलता रहता है कि हम चालू करें या नहीं करें, चालू करें नहीं करें. स्पीड से आप चालू करो बिजनेस, फेल हो जाए, इट्स फाइन, don't worry. People forgot failure nowadays. They only remember success. So you just need to pursue for success and make it habit. So this will continue for a life. And your college time is a great time when you can do a lot of failures, because you will regret later that you should failure 50 times in your college time, then you will not failure in your real time when you really want to start something and putting everything on the stake. So that time, so this is like sandbox time for you. So I think you should focus on the failure, not success. Do a lot of failures. What are the numbers of failures you can do? So एकदम पक्के हो जाओगे आप लोग भी, failure से डर नहीं लगेगा. So ये आप लोगों को करना चाहिए. Fundraising is a good thing. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on the numbers. The people who are unicorns, or what are the numbers they are sharing in the media and everything, you'll definitely get, as the Kanishk and other members has mentioned, that they get name, fame, Forbes listing. ये सब होता है, but आपको focus करना पड़ेगा. आपको एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करके दूसरी प्रॉब्लम और तीसरी पे ऐसा जंप करना, एक आधा नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. हमेशा हम लोग डाइवर्ट हो जाते हैं किसी के बात में, तो आप फोकस करो प्रोडक्ट पे. फेम आपको मिल जाएगा. don't get into the that I'll raise fund before having any prototype or any revenue generating thing. So you have to start somewhere, generate revenue, double down it, and then go for a race for 10x and 20x. If your business is profitable, running good EBITDA and margins, then don't need to go and raise fund. सारे businesses जरूरी नहीं है fund raise करे. ये अभी trend चल रहा है. Yes, if you want 10x growth or 100x growth and your market and prototype is set, that your market fit, product fit is there, then you can go and raise fund. बट जब तक मार्केट फिट नहीं होता है, प्रोडक्ट फिट नहीं होता है, तब तक आप एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हो. और एक्सपेरिमेंट फेज में you can ask only friends and family money. You should not dilute your equity, because this equity is very expensive. So because आप आज डाइल्यूट कर दोगे तो जब ग्रोथ में आपका मोटिवेशन खत्म हो जाएगा, जब आपके पास इक्विटी नहीं रहेगी, और आपको सिर्फ 4% मिलेगा जब आप $1 billion कंपनी बनाओगे आपकी कंपनी का. So you'll feel bad. So better to drive it through friends and family and grants, which nowadays incubation, co-working spaces are giving, and there are a lot of government grants is available. Go for it, scale your business, and then go for the VC round and all the VC or PE fund. So those are our learning. We did in the similar way. We started our own, we serve customer, we are profitable from day one. We started lean. Lean means day one पे हमने 50 लोग हायर नहीं कर लिए. हमने धीरे चालू करके हमने रेवेन्यूज को स्टेबल करे, हमने सैलरीज को स्टेबल करी, हमने प्रोडक्ट लाइन को स्टेबल करा, इन्वेस्टमेंट R&D देन जाके हम लोग अब स्केल मारते हैं। तो उसका एक प्रोसेस है। अब डे 1 पे मैं 50 लोगों को हायर कर लूँ, नेक्स्ट मंथ फायर कर दूँ, दैट डजंट मेक सेंस फॉर अ बिजनेस और एनीवन। कि जिसको हायर कर रहे हो वो भी एक क्रिटिकल है। That's also our asset, because you cannot fire people like this. You have to define your strategy, right? The model is fit and you truly believe that now I can go 5 to 500, then you can, you should have at least 1 year fund in your bank account to run that business. So so approach एक ट्रेडिशनल होनी चाहिए। बर्न रेट VCs और PE हमेशा बोलते हैं कि भागो, पैसा जितना जलाना है जलाओ, but don't get into that trap. You have to focus on your profit line, not numbers. So profit always make organizations sustainable for 500 years, 1000 years. नहीं तो 25-50 साल में सब खत्म हो जाता है। So many brands you can see around जो 50-50, 100-100, 200 साल से चल रहे हैं। Why? Because they have stable income, they have got growth, they are adopting innovations as well. So time के साथ change हो रही है। So those are the learning we had in RAG Bank. We are continue pursuing that direction. We are open to learn from new talent like you. नए नए ideas हम लोग experiment अभी भी करते हैं, but we know that we cannot go beyond that experiment phase, because experiment will take time. We have long term approach, 10 साल 15 साल का हम गोल लेके चलते हैं। पूरा डिजिटल इंडस्ट्री अब डेटा सेंटर पे डिपेंड है, तो हमारी नीड ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है और क्रिटिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है। वी शुड not take any risk to get down with power failure or cooling failure or any failure, because now everybody is consuming. This meeting is only possible because of data center. Somewhere some data center is running, that's why we are able to talk. Netflix or whatever you watch, any channel, so that is possible through the data center only. So it's a critical infrastructure, but when I started I was not aware that I'll be in this side of the business. I always thought I'm only doing service, buying from one end and selling to another end. But when we get into it, we realize, oh my God, it required a lot of money to invest, like more than 100 crore to set up a data center. Then as a startup, if you don't have money, then you lose hope. Okay, I cannot do that because I don't have money. So we stop pursuing that opportunity. But I take a different approach. I went to the government and asked them that I want to set up a data center, and government should support into it, because data center industry will grow this further businesses, and it's a foundation for digital infrastructure, so you should invest. So government started looking into it and they've given a lot of support. So how I figure it out, not investing 100 crore, not losing my dream, and pursuing it, and connecting a right channel which is like government. They have to invest in these kind of infrastructure where the money is required. So that's my story. Thank you so much. I have given my learning insights. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening our curious minds with your words of wisdom.
Sir, your story was totally captivating and inspiring for the audience. And our college entrepreneurs wanting to start up in storage and data center sector will get immense guidance and mentorship from your side. Your opinion on taking learnings from our failures will be inked in our minds. We got to learn that focusing on the product is more important than the glamorous sides of the startup. And yes, as always, process is more important than the result. Everyone, now it's time for the most awaited part of the event, where you all will get to ask your questions and doubts to Sir and will get the expert advice on them.
It's time for an audience questionnaire. So unmute yourself and shoot us with all your questions.
So I can see one question is, how did you come up with the name RAG Bank? So I used to outsource our data centers. It's coming from RAG. RAG is server, RAG, which is used. Bank is bankable, trustable. Trust, that's why we call it RAG Bank. It's a bank of data, like where you can store and you can do whatever you want. You can run your business, you can focus on your business. So that kind of trust I wanted to give that time, that it's a trustable brand. So RAG Bank, that's how I come up with. There are similar names in the US, Rackspace, Data Bank, And in Dubai, there's a RAG bank, which is Russell Khama Bank. So yeah, don't get confused. It's a RAG bank. It's for data center. Service industry, Ayush has asked question ratio of expenses. All depend on the industry. Uh, Say emerging or new technology, like in our industry, the EBITDAs are 30s and 60s, between 30 to 60 percent. So we can make good money. One more learning, my parents and always told us that don't borrow money from bank. So they have learned this from their past businesses and experiences. But in my business, my EBITDAs and earning are more than 30%, and the borrowing money is only 12%. So, it's not always right to hear or follow what our parents are saying. So it's against that. But you know what I mean, that always you have to see that if you are borrowing money and that is 12% and your profit is 30%, so you can go and borrow the money. So then ratio expenses versus profit, you should have always profit, at least 10-15% profit. Expenses, you have to control your expenses always, whether your business is $1 billion or you just start.
Sir, Manas has asked the question, how to sustain and grow our startup rapidly over the period of time?
So sustainability is a key. Sustainability and automation. That's what I mentioned in my beginning of the talk. That create a process and system which makes your business sustainable. Because when you treat entire company as a system or a machine, then you put like you'll generate a started revenue. If revenue fail and profit fail, then you have to correct that machinery. That you have to introduce something new which can increase your profit. You have to start different product within the company that can. In our company, we have got multiple product. One is storage, CDN, OTT cloud. We are launching new cloud. New cloud is competition of Microsoft Cloud, Google Cloud, and one more thing what we have learned during the time that we were focusing on data center only, creating a hard real estate infrastructure, not getting into the cloud side. So because we truly believe that we should stick to this side. But now we are going one layer up and launching our cloud. Why we are launching when the cloud exists, a stable cloud like Google and Microsoft and other people. We decided this because our digital India is fully dependent on the foreign cloud, and nobody is in India who has built their cloud. Despite this cloud is built by Indian for them, but nobody has built in India. Like we can build Zoom, we can build this Google Meet. Indians has built this product, right? But the revenue is going to US. More than 50,000 crore of revenue is going to US on cloud only from India. So we decided to build our own cloud, and we have called it New Cloud. So we'll launch this month, and we'll help colleges and startups to do experiment around it. We'll give a free credit as well to create your project. So we'll definitely connect with your team and share the credits. Yeah.
That was
Sir,
a commendable approach, sir. Ayush Shukla has a question. Should I hire a full-time employee even if freelancer is getting the job done?
So if freelancer is able to get your job done, then go for a freelancer and make a model that you'll hire hundreds and thousands of freelancers. Because if you believe that your model is sustainable through freelancer, you go for it. You don't need to. If you believe that no, freelancer is just a stepping stone to start your business, but ultimately you need to be, think long term, and you should have your team, then you can go for the full-time employee. Like I can give example. We had an in-house digital marketing team, and we were marketing and doing our day-to-day activities. But when we did the outsource agency bring a lot of perspective, because they are serving many other customers and they are sharing those learning. But my team is only focusing on my product, not other way. They never figured out that we can market in, this sense, that sense, and other thing. So that's another thing. But it's an experiment. You do experiment. You can make hybrid nowadays. 2 people full time, 4 people freelancer. Because now the talent is a crunch in the IT technology side, at least. Everybody is not able to get the right talent on time. So there's a huge shortage. So the idea is, train the people, new team, and onboard them. So when you do the training, you can reduce your cost, because freshers can like I don't know the package. It's all depend on the industry to industry. But if you are paying 2 lakh versus a 1 year experience, 10 lakh rupees, it's better to hire, nurture them, and start with 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 6 lakh, and they will stick to you because you train them like sometime, and you give them a growth after 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. So startup can start lean, but your competition is US dollar versus INR. Then you have to either change the industry or figure it out some profitable business. And sometimes it's okay to shut down the business. It is not shame. It is not bad what we have think. I have shut down the running business which was generating 50 lakh rupees revenue, because I want to focus on drag bank. So I did that, and it's fine.
Sir, it was really nice to hear your perspective on the side of the freelancing and the proper full-time employees. Students really got to learn a lot from that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Ayush has a question I can answer finally.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I'm the 𝐵𝐻𝐿.
Yes.
I have a question to you. That is that what challenges you have faced in nurturing a startup, whether it's ethical or legal, and how did you overcome that?
So ethical is okay. When you started your business, culture can started with 2 people. You don't need 1,000 of people or 500 people or 200 or 20 people. You can create a good culture, ethical culture with 2 member of team. You and your team member, you or your co-founder, you alone can start, ethical. You should think in the approach that I will never cross that line. My business, okay, my competitor might go faster 10x 100x than me, but if it is not ethical, I'll not do. In our industry, we got opportunity in 2015-16 that Bitcoin mining is booming, and at that time people approached to us and asked, can we start mining in your data center? Right? Bitcoin mining was illegal. We never said yes to anyone. We said, no, we cannot serve you in our data center because this business is not ethical. So always you will have a choices to say no. We lost business that time, but we never regret that, because we know what happened. People who are doing that in unethical things, they might got short-term success, but their entire thing went into that direction कि अगर हम अनएथिकल चीज़ों में चले जाते हैं तो हमारे लोग भी वैसे जुड़ जाते हैं हमारे साथ, और हम उस टाइप के बिजनेसेस में ही चलते रहते हैं. तो हमारे बिजनेसेस में कभी सस्टेनेबिलिटी नहीं आती, कभी लॉन्ग टर्म अप्रोच नहीं आती, कभी हम लोग 100 साल की बात कर रहे हैं, उतना लंबे बिजनेस नहीं बना सकते हम लोग. तो आपको वो डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा. शॉर्ट टाइम लोग कर सकते हैं. इलीगल है तो इंडिया में इलीगल है तो हम इंडिया को फॉलो कर रहे हैं. अगर मैं यूएस यूके में होता है और जहाँ लीगल है तो फिर प्रॉब्लम नहीं है करने में.
Yes, sir.
इंडिया के पर्सपेक्टिव से आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. इंडिया के लीगल नॉर्म्स क्या बोलते हैं वो आपको पता होना चाहिए. अगर नहीं है तो आप पढ़ो इंटरनेट पे, और नहीं तो आप लीगल लॉयर हायर करो, फ्रीलांस करो, पार्ट टाइम करो, रिक्वेस्ट करो कि आई एम स्टार्टअप, आई नीड योर हेल्प. सो अभी बहुत सारे लीगल लॉ फर्म्स आपको फ्री में भी हेल्प करने को तैयार है एज अ स्टार्टअप, बिकॉज स्टार्टअप से सेंटिमेंट जुड़े रहते हैं लोगों के कि यार चलो मैंने किसी को हेल्प कर दी. राइट. सो आप बहुत अच्छा एडवांटेज उठाओ सारी बड़ी बड़ी एजेंसीज का. लिंक्डइन पे कनेक्ट करो. इनफैक्ट अगर जॉब भी करना है तो गूगल में करना है तो गूगल के एचआर की सारी टीम इंडिया से लेके यूएस तक सबको ऐड कर लो. और दिवाली, हैप्पी दिवाली इंडियन तो होते ही हैं, तो इतना सारे मैसेज विश करेंगे तो वो पहचाने लग जाएगा कि कुछ तो करता है ये.
Yes, sir.
गिव देम अ डायरेक्शन. सो ऐसे रिलेशनशिप बनाते जाओ, लोगों से कनेक्शन बनाते जाओ. कनेक्शन मैटर्स लॉट. आपने DAV के, IIT के, अपने कॉलेज के एल्यूमिनी से कनेक्शन में रहो, है ना। सीनियर तो हमेशा हेल्प करते ही हैं जूनियर्स की, तो
Yes, sir.
उनसे कनेक्शन बनाओ, उनके साथ में डिस्कशन करो, अपने आइडिया शेयर करो कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, आप इंडस्ट्री में, तो कैन यू हेल्प मी, है
Sure,
ना।
sir.
सो लोग हैं हेल्प करने वाले। आप 5 में से 2 लोग मना करें तो डोंट गेट डिसअपॉइंटेड, 5 के 5 तक जाओ। हम लोग जब फंड रेज करे तो हम लोग 100-200 रिजेक्शन के बाद में कोई फंड मिलता है, तो आप 100 तक को तो जाना पड़ेगा ना आपको, वो थोड़ी आएगा, कोई आपका मार्केटिंग करने नहीं जाएगा, आपको खुद को करना पड़ेगी। तो यही तो मज़ा है जीवन जीने का। नहीं तो कर ही लेते हैं लोग तो काम, जॉब करके जीवन चला ही रहे हैं कि 4 बजे 5 बजे छुट्टी हो जाती है, उसके बाद फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं। बट अच्छा जुनून तभी आएगा जब आप डिफरेंट करोगे, जैसे दुनिया में काफ़ी लोग कर रहे हैं, और आपकी एज ऐसी है कि आप अंबानी, अडानी और इनसे कई गुना ऊपर जा सकते हो। दिस इज़ द टाइम। इंडिया के पास काम बहुत है, करने वालों की कमी है। आई कैन लिटरली टेल यू दिस। पूरे वर्ल्ड को इंडियन टैलेंट की ज़रूरत है, प्रोग्रामर्स की ज़रूरत है, और कमी ऐसी है कि आज पैकेज 10 लाख का है, कल 15 लाख का है, परसों 20 लाख का है, फिर भी लोग नहीं मिल रहे उनको। तो आप लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज़ पे अपनी ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट करो, और कोई बुराई नहीं है किसी कंपनी, किसी स्टार्टअप को ज्वाइन करके उनको हेल्प करने को और लर्न करने के। 1 साल में लर्न करो, 2 साल लर्न करो, तीसरे साल अपना बिजनेस चालू करो। किसने रोका है आप लोगों को, है ना। तो लर्निंग हमेशा आपके बिजनेस को और आपको हेल्प करेगी, वो किसी भी स्टार्टअप में हुई हो। आप सेल्स में नहीं क्यों ना हो। मैंने बेचा है शुरुआत में काफ़ी, बेचने से मुझे पता चला, फिर टेक्नोलॉजी लर्न करी, तो बेचना और टेक्नोलॉजी करना दोनों कॉम्बिनेशन डेडली हो गया कि मुझे बेचना भी आता है, मुझे डिज़ाइन करना भी आता है। तो मेरी डिपेंडेंसी लोगों पे ख़त्म हो गई। तो जब ख़त्म हो गई डिपेंडेंसी, तो मैं किसी से नहीं डरता कि मेरे पास सेल्स नहीं होगा तो मैं मतलब आगे नहीं बढ़ पाऊंगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। तो
Yes, sir.
है ना।
Sure, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
यस यस सर।
Sir, this is Sar, sir. Sir, I want to ask that the startups which are which are not having revenue yet because they are based on data, like they can grab the data and in a later future they can monetize it or use advertisement for it. So, what is the thing which you think about, like if we are pursuing any idea related to that the kind of app like WhatsApp, you can say that initially doesn't have any monetization or money related aspect, but yeah, when it am I audible?
यस 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 यू आर ऑडिबल।
Yeah,
तो
so
क्या होता है जब आप प्रोडक्ट चालू करते हो स्टार्टअप, मुझे समझा है कि इनिशियली व्हेनेवर यू स्टार्ट प्रोडक्ट, आपका पैसा खर्चा होगा, आपको रेवेन्यू नहीं आएगा, एंड यू हैव टू वेट अंटिल द प्रोडक्ट इज डेवलप्ड। एंड सो इसमें मैं आप लोगों को एक बुक है स्प्रिंट, जो गूगल वेंचर अपने हर स्टार्टअप जिसमें भी वो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, वो स्प्रिंट वो सबको देते हैं कि स्प्रिंट में क्या होता है, 7 दिन का वो मंडे टू फ्राइडे सारे लोग बैठ जाते हैं टीम में और प्रोडक्ट पे काम करते हैं, और प्रोटोटाइप बना के फ्राइडे डिलीवर करके 4 लोगों से, उसके रिलेवेंट कस्टमर से सर्वे कर लेते हैं कि आप खरीदोगे क्या, आप ट्राई करो मेरा प्रोडक्ट है। तो 7 दिन में आपको पता चल जाता है रेवेन्यू जनरेट होगा या नहीं होगा। सो अभी हम गलती क्या करते हैं, हमें लगता है कि वो प्रोडक्ट मार्केट फिट है, तो मार्केट फिट करके आपको स्प्रिंट करना पड़ेगा। स्प्रिंट से आपको फिगर आउट आ जाएगा कि यार ये टारगेट ऑडियंस जब डेटा जनरेट होगा तो ये लोग तो ले ही लेंगे, बीटा यूजर्स हो गए। बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट फिगर आउट नहीं कर पाते कि रेवेन्यू जनरेट होगा भी या नहीं, या कस्टमर जैसे गूगल सर्च, बट उस टाइम पे उन्होंने अपने आप को सस्टेन करने के लिए फंड रेज किया, लोगों को बिलीव दिलाया कि ये मेरा डेटा इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेगी, तो फिर आपको फंड के पास जाना पड़ेगा। तो स्टार्टअप के बहुत सारे फंड है, जैसे मैंने फ्रेंड्स फैमिली बताया, फ्रेंड्स फैमिली के ऊपर उस इंडस्ट्री, जैसे आप किस कैटेगरी में बना रहे हो, FMCG में बना रहे हो कि FMCG का डेटा है जो डिसीजन मेकिंग में हेल्प करेगा कंपनीज को, तो FMCG के जितने बड़े बड़े लोग हैं जो उनके कंपनी हेड है, CI इंडिया हेड्स हैं, उनको आप अप्रोच करो लिंक्डइन के थ्रू, उनको प्रोजेक्ट बताओ कि मैं ऐसा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने जा रहा हूँ एंड आई नीड योर मेंटरशिप एंड फंडिंग। 1 लाख रुपए, 10 लाख रुपए इनसे लेके, तो वो आपको सक्सेस बनाने के लिए वो लग जाते हैं काम करने, वो आपको 10 कनेक्शन दिलाएंगे, आपका रेवेन्यू चालू हो जाएगा। तो रेवेन्यू के बिना कुछ नहीं होने वाला, और आपको वैलिडेशन भी होने वाला नहीं है जब तक कि आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो सही लोगों के लिए कर रहे हो या नहीं। तो इसके लिए ये प्रोसेस करनी पड़ेगी आपको।
हाँ, मतलब इनिशियली आपको मूव करना ही पड़ेगा अब टिल आप जैसे का कोई आज स्टार्टअप आइडिया हम सोचते हैं, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट भी करते हैं, यूजफुल भी है, बट दो उसमें अभी रेवेन्यू मॉडल नहीं है क्योंकि वो डेटा ड्रिवन स्टार्टअप है, दैट विल वर्क ऑन डेटा। मतलब वो इनिशियली तो आपको जीरो से स्टार्ट करना है, वो इनिशियली आपके स्टार्टअप में कोई इन्वेस्ट भी नहीं करेगा,
करेक्ट।
है ना?
सो आइडिया लेवल पे कोई नहीं करेगा, तो कुछ इसीलिए स्प्रिंट होता है। स्प्रिंट में 7 दिन में आपको एक प्रोटोटाइप पता चल जाता है कि ये होने वाला है, एंड यू विल बी एबल टू क्वेश्चन। किसी भी VC के पास जाओगे और वो सवाल पूछेगा, आप जवाब ही नहीं दे पाओगे। तो आपके मेट्रिक्स भी जो VC पूछता है, इन्वेस्टर पूछता है ना, उस मेट्रिक के बेस पे बिजनेस बनना चाहिए कि वो नंबर तो आने ही चाहिए उस पर। मतलब अगर आप फंड रेज में जा रहे हो और जब आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो, इसको गलत ढंग से नहीं लेना, इसको ऐसे लेना कि वो सही क्वेश्चन जब पूछते हैं, क्योंकि उनको उनको अपना पैसा डबल करना होता है। इन्वेस्टर को वो क्यों पैसा लगा रहा है कि उसको डबल करना है, तो ही विल मेक श्योर कि उसका पैसा सही जगह इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है। तो उसके जो मैट्रिक्स है, उन मैट्रिक्स को अपने मैट्रिक्स बना लो कि इन मैट्रिक्स से मैं काम करूंगा। और स्प्रिंट से आपका जो टाइम 1 महीना या 1 साल लग रहा है, वो 7 दिन हो जाएगा। तीसरा, स्टिल यू बिल्ड दैट, किया डेटा आने में मुझे बहुत टाइम लगेगा, या डेटा तो जैसे अगर आपको डेटा एनालिसिस, AI, मशीन लर्निंग करना है, तो यू कैन टेक द हेल्प ऑफ न्यू कि कैन यू स्पॉन्सर 10,000 रुपीज़ क्रेडिट और 10 लाख रुपीज़ क्रेडिट, क्योंकि मुझे ये मशीन लर्निंग करनी है और आप मुझे स्टार्टअप को दे दोगे तो मेरा पैसा बच जाएगा। तो आपको जहाँ पे कंप्यूट यूज़ हो रहा है वहाँ पे आप कंप्यूट स्पॉन्सरशिप ले लो, जहाँ पे आपको ह्यूमन रिसोर्स चाहिए वहाँ पे ह्यूमन रिसोर्स स्पॉन्सरशिप ले लो, और सस्टेन करो अपने बिजनेस को तब तक जब तक कि डेटा नहीं आ जाता। डज इट मेक सेंस?
Definitely, sir. And I would request that Rec Bank organizes a kind of a small Shark Tank in coming future for at least DAVV campus के सामने ही है, हम आपके ऑफिस के सामने ही है।
So yes, I would love to host you here, all of you, and we really need talent. और मैं अपनी HR को भी वही बोला कि हमें जो जनरेशन Z है, जो 2000 के बाद पैदा हुए, उन बच्चों को हैंडल करने के लिए सीखना पड़ेगा, अलग से एक वर्क कल्चर बनाना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशन अलग होती है और हमारा ट्रेडिशनल एक्सपेक्टेशन अलग होती है। तो हम लोग सीख रहे हैं, तो हम सीखना चाहते हैं आप लोगों को कैसे आपसे के साथ मिलकर काम किया जाए। दूसरी बात, 13 और 9 को इन्वेस्टर स्टार्टअप पॉलिसी MP की लॉन्च हो रही है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये ब्रिलियंट कन्वेंशन सेंटर में 13 को प्राइम मिनिस्टर करेंगे और CM भी रहेंगे, तो वहाँ पे आप लोग सब जाओ। वहाँ पे इन्वेस्टर भी मिलेंगे, उन इन्वेस्टर से मिलो, रिलेशनशिप बनाओ, अपने प्रोडक्ट आइडिया पिच करो, और उन फोरम्स जो वहाँ पे फोरम्स है उनसे जुड़ जाओ। इवेंट अटेंड करने से कनेक्शन बनते हैं और कनेक्शन से बिजनेस बनता है, ये एक थंब रूल है दुनिया का। अगर आपको कोई नहीं जानता तो आप लिंक्डइन पे जाओ, अकाउंट बनाओ और वहाँ पे रिक्वेस्ट भेजो और नए नए दोस्त बनाओ। ये बेसिक मंत्र है। कनेक्शन मेक्स बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल। प्रोडक्ट अपनी जगह है, प्रोडक्ट तो बनाएगा ही, राइट? थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, sir.
सर एक और सवाल पूछ सकता हूँ?
बिल्कुल पूछ सकते हो
सर, सक्सेस मंत्र आपके हिसाब से क्या, मतलब एक 2 वर्ड शॉर्ट में फॉर ऑल स्टूडेंट्स क्या करना चाहिए? अभी सब पढ़ रहे हैं एंड मतलब
यार, पढ़ना अपनी जगह पे है, मैं डिसपॉइंट करता लोगों को। पढ़ाई करना चाहिए, पढ़ाई से आपको क्लियरिटी आती है, थॉट्स क्लियर होते हैं। बस साथ साथ में ऐसी प्रॉब्लम देखते रहो जो अपने आसपास और जो आपको लगता है कि आप सॉल्व कर सकते हो। बहुत सारे बच्चे ये सोचते रहते हैं, स्टूडेंट सोचते रहते हैं कि ये करूँ या ये करूँ या वो करूँ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, चालू कर दो। कुछ भी चालू करोगे ना तो पूरी दुनिया सिखा देगी आपको, क्योंकि जैसे ही आप उस दौड़ में जाते हो, तो मैराथन में कैसा होता है, आप दौड़ते हो तो पीछे वाले धक्का लगा के आगे बढ़ा देते हैं। तो ऐसे ही स्टार्टअप आइडियाज भी होता है, जैसे ही आप चालू करोगे ना तो उस टाइप के लोगों को अट्रैक्ट करना चालू कर दोगे, उस इंडस्ट्री के लोगों के बीच में जाना चालू कर दोगे आप, और अपने आप डायरेक्शन मिल जाएगी। तो डोंट वरी कि ये सही है या गलत है। आधे टाइम तो अपना टाइम इसलिए अपन वेस्ट करते हैं पूछने में कि सही है गलत है, और किससे वैलिडेट करते हैं? अपने सर्कल वालों से, जिसने कुछ नहीं किया। तो वैलिडेशन भी गलत है ना। इससे अच्छा है उस एनर्जी को आप अपने स्टार्टअप चालू कर दो, मतलब चालू कर दो यार। फेल होना तो होगा, फेल होना तो बड़ी बात नहीं है, हमने भी बहुत फेल करे, हर महीने फेल करते हैं एक प्रोडक्ट, ठीक है? ऑल राइट, बाय गाइस, थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, sir, for clearing all the doubts of our inquisitive minds. And we will definitely keep in our mind all your points.
Bye.
Hello. Yeah. Just a moment.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I'm Professor Shashi Prakash. I'm professor in charge of the cell and Mr. Narendra Sen, founder and CEO of Reg Bank. I'm very grateful to you.
Thank you.
Rather than saying gratitude, I'm grateful because most of the things what you spoke is, I find that is very relevant, and in my own life I do every day. Like in any profession you do, if you're honest, you are doing almost all of those kind of things, and you being to be successful, one has to do this one. But in a traditional kind of thing, a job kind of thing, the thing is that you are doing say 10 to 5 job, and you are not serving a nation in a fashion in which now younger generation can do. It has the responsibility of not only feeding for itself, but feeding so many of, you can say, people who are not getting opportunity to learn, not to study and all those kind of things. तो ये तो बहुत अच्छा मौका है
Correct.
कि मतलब वो उतने अपने दोस्त, अपने भाई बहनों का जो कितने प्रिविलेज नहीं है उनको सर्व कर पाए. एंड कहना चाहिए मैं बहुत मिसमराइज्ड हूँ आपकी टॉक से. और सबसे अच्छी बात है कि ऑनेस्टी बहुत जरूरी है.
Right.
काम के प्रति आपने कहीं पे बीच में ये भी बोला पैशन, जुनून है ना, तो चीजें हो जाएंगी, आप करने लगो.
Correct.
ये भी बहुत जरूरी है. लोग ये आइडिया बनाते हैं, वो आइडिया है, ये हैकाथॉन, ये कोई मतलब नहीं है. आप कुछ कर रहे हो, जुनून लग जाओ उसके पीछे. बहुत अच्छा है. वेरी नाइस.
Thank you so much.
Grateful. We are grateful. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Thank you.
So before we leave, sir, I would like everyone to turn on their cameras, whosoever is comfortable, so that we can take a group picture.
बच्चों एक बात और है, तुम लोगों को भी थैंक्स अ लॉट. वो जल्दी से निकल गए बाय चांस, तो you people worked hard with it. Thanks a lot all the team members. ecell, great.
Thanks to you, sir, as well for organizing such things.
So with this, we would like to wrap up the event. Hope you all enjoyed the session, learned something today, and are leaving on a positive note.
We believe you do not have to miss any enlightening sessions in the future. So don't forget to follow 𝐸Cell IIT on the social media as a handle, just in case you haven't. Until next time, see you.
Yeah, thanks Kanishk and Drishti also.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You cannot leave.